Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, and today I'll be talking about Marvel's What If Episode 1. What if Peggy Carter became the first Avenger? And for the non spoiler part of this, I'm going to say this is a good show. I'm liking Marvel shows. This animated show is very good, and I like the concept of different things happening to different people that we know in the Marvel Universe, and the results being totally awesome. Okay, that was the non-spoiler part of this. So, spoilers. Spoilers! Okay, so Marvel's What If Episode 1. This is a good show. It's a very, 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 very good show. The animation, I think, is kind of Disney. You know, it reminds me very much of Disney animation. So it's kind of jarring. I'm used to DC animation or anime. So it took a bit to get used to. But the story itself is awesome. The action is awesome. Peggy Carter is awesome. They started off with, them setting it up so that Steve can, become a super soldier. And then, the traitor from the first Captain America movie did his thing, blew up everything. And so Peggy had to jump in there, and the general was totally against it, being as misogynistic as possible. As a matter of fact, he was misogynistic throughout the entire episode. So, that was fun. But she got some good one-liners on him real good and cut him down. So I was happy about that, put him in his place. She got in the machine, she became a super soldier, and Howard Stark made Steve an Iron Man suit. Yes, it was the Mark I, powered by the Tesseract. Yes, it was awesome. And the energy coming out that bad boy was cool. They had some really awesome fight scenes when she first found out how her powers worked and if she was going to be, able to fight like that. And she, got the Tesseract in the first place, took it from Arnim Zola. And she wrecked shop on all the trucks. She flipped one over her head. She knocked all the people out. The strong man got out the car thinking he was going to do something. She took him down like in 2 seconds. Broke a knee, hit him in the gut, and smashed his jaw in, I'm pretty damn sure. Then after that, they went on, a thing like they did in Captain America movie, where she went with the Howling Commandos, and they went around and just took down Hydra everywhere they could find it. And then came the train sequence, from the first movie, that where Bucky ended up, falling off. But this time he didn't. Peggy saved him. He made a joke about her almost, snatching his arm out, to remind us that, yeah, you almost became Winter Soldier, sir. And then they do the fake out with Steve getting blown up in the train. But Hydra just caught him. They wanted their Tesseract back, which the suit was powering. So they just left him, tied up and took the Tesseract out so they could so that Red Skull, could open a portal, not to take over the world, but to let in some giant creature monster that looked like it could have been a Hydra. And that was pretty bad. So Peggy had to, and Steve had to fight this thing. The Howling Commandos were there saving all of the hostages and POWs that Hydra had got. And then all of a sudden, Steve's suit ran out of energy. Because, of course, he didn't have the Tesseract, and he used some kind of generator thing to power the suit, but it only was temporary. So just when he was going to be able to help Peggy get rid of this monster, she had to do it herself and push this thing through the portal to get it out of there. And then the portal blew up everything, blew up the facility. Next thing you know, cut to black. Another explosion, portal opens up. Tentacles come flying out because she didn't chop them all up. And out comes Captain Carter, looking raw as hell in her outfit, and she got the shield, and then she also got a sword now because she had to get a sword while she was fighting the Tentacle Mountain in the first place, to chop it up. So that's how it got chopped up. And what does she see but Nick Fury and Hawkeye? It's the same exact scene from the Avengers movie when Loki came through the portal, and he said, instead of saying, "Sir, could you please put down the spear?" he said, "Ma'am, could you please put down the sword?" And Hawkeye like, "Yeah, that's Captain Carter's, sir." And he let her know, 70 years had passed and the war is over, and she missed her dance with Steve. They really went hard with the dance with Steve in this movie. But It was kind of sad at first, but now apparently she's where they were at the Avengers point in time in her timeline. That's the thing I like about this What If. Because of Loki and Sylvie breaking the timeline apart, so many possibilities, so many things can occur and happen in different places, and it's going to be so awesome to behold. I cannot wait to see what the next episode of What If is going to be. I believe this one is with Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa, and this is with What If T'Challa became Star-Lord instead of Peter Quill, from the Guardians of the Galaxy. So next week's episode is going to be very interesting. I can't wait to hear Chadwick Boseman. This is one of his last performances. He did 4 episodes for this show. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be freaking awesome. This show is pretty good. Like I said, the animation takes a bit to get used to. Everybody has these big eyes and perfect hair. Very, very Disney. But other than that, yeah. And it's canon, so, everything that's happening, this, there's potential for this to become live action. Like say maybe, I don't know, Captain Carter, live action? Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how that turns out. But in the meantime, I'll see you guys next week for episode 2 of Marvel's What If. You all have a great day. Like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you then.